Right, you're not Hitler, you're not a Nazi, you don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. The Jew, I love everyone. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
They're all just so unpleasant. That's the problem. The whole party's full of unpleasant people. Most of them are not as bad as Trump. Hell, very few are as bad as Trump. But they're pretty fucking bad.
I said I'm sorry hundreds of times, and I'm done saying I'm sorry.
Alex Jones is doing everything he can to avoid paying out of his fortune to the Sandy Hook families.
The conspiracy theorist who claimed the Sandy Hook school massacre was a hoax, well, he has now been ordered to pay nearly $1 billion.
I want to talk about how Alex Jones is guilty of fraud. He's been laundering money and putting it in bank accounts of his parents in an attempt to not have to pay the piper.
Up all this imaginary money I have when I'm in bankruptcy and I'm almost personally out of money.
The parent company behind InfoWars, that's Free Speech Systems LLC, filed for bankruptcy protections.
For example, in August of 2020, one of the defamation court cases is not going Jones's way, and he's asked an appeals court to dismiss it. And on the eve of that, he signs an agreement with no one saying that he owes $29.6 million to another company. Now, he is the majority owner of the other company with his father and his mother. So for the Sandy Hook folks, or the plaintiffs, this is fraudulent.
Attorneys for Sandy Hook families have accused Jones of trying to hide millions of dollars in assets.
Well, I'm sorry, little Alex Jones. The courts aren't going to allow that. They're coming for you.
But I'm also hopeful for what happened here today, that it may save other families from high-profile tragedies from the cycle of abuse and re-traumatization.
Unless the bankruptcy court figures out where his money is and who to give it to, we won't know what the Sandy Hook families actually get out of those damages.
Sleaze is the word you're looking for. Sleaze.
Once Jones got into the supplement selling business around like 2013, 2014, 2015, his business started getting really big. InfoWars brings in, on a typical year, like it'd be $70 or $80 million in supplement sales revenue. They are making on these supplements 3 to 5 times what the supplements cost them.
Now all available at a discounted price to you and your family to bring in the new year.
So Jones has a number of different companies related to this nutritional supplements business. One in particular has this acronym PQPR. It's owned by Alex, his father and his mother, and the company provides the supplements that Jones sells on his show to Jones's company. But right in the middle of his cases against the Sandy Hook folks, when he started losing, his main company announced in bankruptcy that they owe the supplement company more than $50 million. The explanation from Jones's side is that, listen, his company got really big really fast. And he did not have the accounting controls, he did not have enough sort of CPAs, professional managers in here to handle the growth, and that's how these debts went unnoticed this long. I talked to a number of bankruptcy law experts who say it's unlikely the judge will view that transaction as legitimate.
His only fallback position is to resort to begging for his place back on Twitter.
A resounding response by Twitter, tens of thousands of responses, was bring back Alex Jones, bring back Donald Trump. And to the question of bring back Alex Jones, he responded back and said, no, I care about any of these big tech platforms going back to free speech and back to the way the internet was 4 years ago before this reign of surveillance and censorship. Because this isn't just censorship, they're surveilling everything you say in live time, not just on Twitter, but Google, Facebook, all of it in live time. This is criminal.
How pathetic. Hell, even Jordan Peterson got back on Twitter. Donald Trump was giving his fucking account back. But Alex Jones, you're so much of a scumbag that even a piece of shit like Elon Musk doesn't want you around, dude.
So Elon Musk has the EU threatening him not to bring back Alex Jones and Donald Trump. He has DHS behind the scenes with a bunch of moles inside his organization. There's a question right now on whether Twitter will even be able to continue on to the future because all of the sabotage.
Do you really think this asshole's ever gonna learn his lesson? No. That's not reality.
Those men raped that woman in India to death with an iron rod 4 feet long. You can't ban the iron rods. The guns, the iron rods, Pierce, didn't do it. The tyrants did it. Hitler took the guns. Stalin took the guns. Mao took the guns. Fidel Castro took the guns. Hugo Chavez took the guns. And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms. Doesn't matter how many lemmings you get out there on the street begging for them to have their guns taken. We will not relinquish them. Do you understand? And that's why you're going to fail, and the establishment knows no matter how much propaganda, the Republic will rise again when you attempt to take our guns.
Fuck you, Alex Jones. And y'all take it easy.
Former president hosting racist anti-Semites for dinner encourages other racist anti-Semites. These attitudes are immoral and should not be entertained. This is not the Republican Party. Counterpoint, yes it is. I'll send you some links.